In the United States, the average salesperson earns $55,000 per year. In the UK, it's a very similar amount. Whereas in the US, the average software salesperson brings home $160,000 per year, and top performers over $300,000 per year. And again, in the UK, it's very similar amounts, if not even more. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you why you as a salesperson are currently being grossly underpaid. To do this, I'm going to walk you through a short story. So meet John. John's been working for his company for the last 5 years. They sell medical device services and solutions. He's been earning $70,000 per year, and generally he's been average to okay in terms of his mindset. The main challenge John is having right now is he just feels stuck. He feels unsatisfied with his current job prospects, and he's really thinking about whether it's time to make another step. So if we rewind a few years, John back in the day had the opportunity to decide between a career in medical or a career in software sales, and he chose to opt for the medical path because it offered at that time a higher basic salary. But little did John know that in a few years down the line, he was going to be capped in terms of his earnings because he's working in an industry that had limited upside over time. But John's fortunate. One of his closest friends opted for the other path and is in software sales. And only a few years in, he's now earning well north of $200,000 per year. He's got stock options and ownership in the company that he works for. And he's willing to help John. He's willing to tell him a bit more about what he's done and how it's completely transformed his life. So John decides to make the leap. He invests in coaching, in mentorship, in community. He gets the support he needs, makes the transition into a software sales role, and within his first year, he's set to earn over $120,000 per year. But not only that, in his second year and beyond, $200,000 and even getting towards $300,000 plus, he's got a clear path for it for the first time ever in his life. A couple of years even further down the line, John's now thriving. For the first time ever, he's come close to $500,000 in earnings. He's in a position where he's now living the life of his dreams. And he's just happy that he made the decision when he did, versus leaving it on the back burner for another day. Now let's talk about one of the big misconceptions in sales holistically. And that misconception is that the harder you work, the more that you earn. Now, as much as there's an aspect of truth in that, it really depends on the industry and the segment that you're working for. If you're in an industry, a segment, and a company that's got limited growth potential, that's got managers that just don't move on from their positions, and limited career growth opportunities, no matter how hard you work, your income is always going to be capped. So the only truth in the statement of being able to earn more if the harder you work is as long as you're in an industry, in a market opportunity and a company that actually gives you the opportunity to earn more in the first place. So what's the hack here? Instead of working 40 to 60 hours per week in a stagnant industry that's limited with capped growth potential that only means you can really earn 50, maybe 100K, maybe scrape past that, you need to transition into an industry like software sales that has limitless earning potential, where people on average are doing 200K, 300K, high performers 5 to 600K, and elite performers 7 figures plus, especially when they have equity and stock ownership within the company that they work for. Now you might be thinking to yourself, you don't have a ton of experience in tech, maybe you don't even have a university degree. And the great thing is none of that really matters. When I got started, I had no uni degree, I wasn't any kind of tech whiz, but it's absolutely possible. The main things that you need are support, coaching, guidance, and a step-by-step blueprint to understand what it takes to make the transition, to crush your interviews and then be successful once you're actually in your role. And I can absolutely help with that. Myself and my team, we've put together a program that breaks this down to make it as streamlined as possible to break into the world of tech and software sales, scale up your earnings to multi-six figures, and put yourself in a scenario where really the cards are on your side of the table. Now, the way that you can go about doing that is by looking at the link in the description box below this video. Click on it, watch the short video, and then schedule a call in with myself and my team where we can walk you through the blueprint while learning and sharing more about our respective journeys, and then helping you along the way to make this transition to really go about changing your life by ramping up your earnings for the same input you're putting in right now anyway. Now, before you click the link, the first thing I need you to do is actually raise the bar with your expectations for yourself in your life. Don't accept working 40 to 60 hours a week to earn between 50 and 100K per year, or just about scrape over 100K per year. Cost of living is going up. You've got to demand more from yourself. You've got to demand more from your life. So first of all, make that decision in your head. The best salespeople that I know, they take action, they're decisive, and they commit. They go all in. They don't do anything in halves. So you've got to make that decision and that commitment in your head first, then go about making a commitment. Because my commitment to you is to go all in to making sure that you are successful once you become a part of the team. But you've got to commit to yourself that you're going to demand more from yourself now, no longer accepting capped earnings, capped career potential, and limited options for your life. You've got to say, I want more and I'm going to demand more. And if you're in that position, check the link in the description box, click on it. We'll walk you through the blueprint, and if we both feel there's a great fit, then I can't wait to work alongside you to transform your life and your earning potential over time. I hope that this video has been helpful. I'm sure that it has. If you found it useful, what I'll do is I'll have some other video options pop up on screen right now. Check them out because they'll be really helpful as you go about making this transition. So check out the options we'll have pop up on screen right now, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.